Hi, I am BigFuzzyYak and I stream on Twitch, and I just wanted to give you an update of content creation for me for right now. It's October 2022, and it's a recap over the last like 3-4 years of my streaming journey. So thank you.
Big fuzzy yak.
Hi everyone, I am BigFuzzyYak and I've been wanting to make this video for a while. So tonight I just read it down and I'm just gonna read it to you guys because that's just gonna be easier for me. Be more comfortable for me just to read it to you guys. So if you want to listen, then thank you. So here we go. So my journey as a content creator, my first year I started making content. I was streaming from my Xbox and my Switch, and I was streaming with a capture card, and I was putting that through my old laptop. And yeah, my stream was constantly blurring. It was blurry, you couldn't see anything, you couldn't make anything out. It was rubbish, you guys. It was just complete trash. And my stream could not handle the internet. I had to get my internet upgraded, and that definitely helped because the stream was totally unwatchable. As I was saying, it was just blurs all over the screen. Um, I think people were just clicking it because they were like, what is this person trying to do? And they probably just thought it was hilarious because it was the most unwatchable thing on the entire website with how bad it was. Back then I would plan out my outfits and I was wearing cute makeups. I did my hair. I had a lot of topics like planned out and stuff I wanted to talk about if I needed to fill like the gaps. The following year I got my gaming PC, but I got into mobile gaming instead, even though I had this nice fancy gaming computer. So yeah, I was really into COD M, and there weren't too many. For COD, if you guys don't know, COD M is Call of Duty Mobile. It's a game that you can play on your phone, and there weren't that many English streamers at the time, and there definitely wasn't any um female streamers that spoke English that were playing the game. Most of the people that were streaming the game were Spanish streamers. Nothing wrong with that, but there was a huge hole with there not being any female English speaking creators in this. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do it and I'm gonna have fun, and I did. And so yeah, I was one of the first female English streamers that started streaming the game regularly. And then there was a lot more females that started streaming and just guys and people streaming in English this game in general after me. Um, I was really excited and enthusiastic to help the community grow for Call of Duty Mobile. I was making sure everybody was nice and getting along and friendly and supportive of each other because I seen what other communities were like and how toxic they were, and I was like, oh, if Call of Duty Mobile is gonna be my baby, I don't want to see that happen to that. No, 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 no way. So yeah, so I wanted to help the community grow from such a small niche game, and we all came to love the game and we made a lot of friends. So I spent so much time networking with the other streamers who played it, and I would rate out the smaller streamers as well because I was proud of them for actually like taking the leap and trying something new, and I just wanted to like encourage them to keep being a content creator. So I was like, yeah, you're doing great, keep it up. And if they were disappointed about something, I was like, hey, you have this now, just improve it for next time. And right now I know my camera is not good because I'm filming at night and I don't have enough lighting and everything right now, but hey, it is what it is. You guys will accept it for what it is. Not everything has to be perfect on the internet. So we can look back on this moment. We can have a laugh about this too, right? Yeah, so I had a falling out with someone in the Call of Duty community, and they went around to other Call of Duty mobile streams and they started bullying me, and I learned that I wasn't welcome in the community anymore from all the abuse and stuff that I received. And yeah, I would just go into other streams and people would just start stuff. And I was just like, I didn't want to be involved because nowhere, I didn't feel safe in anyone else's streams anymore in Call of Duty Mobile because of how, like, the community just changed like that. And I was like, this is not what I built. I don't want to be a part of it. So I just stopped streaming the game, just cold turkey like that. Um, yeah. So after, where am I? After all many of those people I first started streaming Call of Duty, and yeah, so all these other people, a lot of them when was streaming in Call of Duty Mobile, a lot of them just started streaming Call of Duty Mobile. They didn't stream anything before that, like they were brand new to streaming and that was their first game. So a lot of them are stuck with that game. Some have gone on to different things. Some don't even stream anymore. As you will see, a lot of streamers will quit after the first minute, 10 minutes, an hour, a day, month. couple months, years, you see streamers will drop like flies and just quit like that when people are trying something new. So yeah, and I didn't want to be stuck doing one thing, especially when it turned toxic and rubbish like that. So even though I went through a toxic spell, it pushed me back out into other content. During my time in Quad M, a few friends from my Tetris days started up this team called Team Nine Lifers I was part of. Still part of it. So I was extremely excited to join this stream team. It was a group of us that started streaming around the same time. And when I first started streaming, it was on Tetris 99 on Switch, and then I think Fortnite came into that like later on. But this was from like before I even played Call of Duty Mobile, which is what most people that know me from is Call of Duty Mobile. It was really exciting to be some part of something different and have a change, to have a change from all of that. And since then, I was working in healthcare during those times, and I had like a schedule that I was sleeping to, like when I was working in healthcare during the pandemic, and then even when the pandemic died down, I was working in healthcare. But I got really sick with my medical condition. It's called ulcerative colitis. It's an autoimmune condition, and I needed to go on immunosuppressants. I was on an injection called Humira for a year, and then once I got into remission, I was switched to 6-MP. And it's because they couldn't put me back on azathioprine because I was on that for 3 years and I had really bad side effects. So they're trying to figure out what medication that they can even put me on at this part. And right now they're still trying to figure out a plan because they're kind of like at this bit with my health. They're kind of just like, it's not quite perfect yet, but the next step they don't know if they can go this next step yet right now with like other things going on. So yeah, my streaming journey has been up and down. I've switched from a streamer that was for everyone, and then I started doing 18 plus because I didn't feel like having to babysit freaking kiddos in my stream. Oh my god, these teenagers are just out of control, completely rude, disrespectful, extremely attention seeking, training, imagine being a babysitter for the worst like kid teenager you've ever met in your life and not even getting paid for that. And it was like, what was the point? It was just so toxic. um Toxic, zapping energy, annoying. And like my adult community was getting pissed off with these teenagers because of how disrespectful they were. So yeah, I really enjoyed having my adult community that is older. Plenty of us are 25 up. There's no limit of how high the age goes. We have regulars in there that are in their 50s, 60s, and 70s. We're all super friendly and positive, and they're a great part of our community. I've been able to task games for game developers. One of them is Pixel Teriyaki, who makes Fingun. He makes some other cute little puzzle games. I might even possibly get to be a character in his sequel to Fingun for Fingun 2, but who knows, things happen. So we'll keep that a secret between you and me, right? So whether or not it's official or not, that would be cool. And there's been this awesome other developer called Sour J, and he makes a game called Dead Event. And he's so genuine, he's lovely, he listens to all the feedback, and there's anything that like I flag up and he knows that needs fixing, he immediately tells me that he's gonna plan it and schedule it and get it sorted out. And he's always been like so quick to reply and get things going. So, and he's like really appreciative. He's happy that I give him the feedback and then tell him things, and he's really nice with me about it and stuff. So I really like that I've met him. Um, Also, what I know is I have made friends from all over the world during my streaming these past few years, you guys, girls, y'all, you aliens, So I've been able to meet some of you, and some of you were from France, some of you were from Germany, some of you from the Netherlands, and quite a few of you were from England. And I also got to meet some of you back home in America. And if I wasn't streaming, I wouldn't have met none of y'all. I would have met none of you. Zero. A whopping zero. So yeah. Also, also because of y'all, I believe this year I have tried many more variety of games than I would have normally tried from the past because I just like playing my shooters and I have my community thing for that. They will name games and invite me to play with them. And when I finally do, because you guys tell me about so many games, yeah, I'm already playing so many different games. I'm like, how do I make time for another game? Y'all are always so freaking encouraging to me. Y'all are so encouraging. And look at me, I'm on like on the left side of the camera. I should not be in the middle of my camera. Y'all are so encouraging. You guys ease me in and explain the games to me and the process, and I think that is such a wonderful experience and connection to make with you. And why? Oh yeah, I was writing this as like them, and then I put this bit in there. I was like, why am I saying them? I mean you. You have all been absolutely amazing to me. Sure, there's some bad eggs, but that is what the ban button's for, the block button, etc. We handle it, we learn from it, and we move on. And we learn to take it a lot less personally than we did. I try not to cry every time somebody's mean to me now. And I love when I have my mods fight over banning people. It is the cutest thing to see how much you guys love me and want to protect me and make sure that I feel safe and comfortable. So thank you. Thank you, moderators. And thank you for the community members that send me a DM when they think someone's being weird in my chat and say, what's up with this person? Thank you for that. Thank you. Because maybe sometimes you guys see something a little bit differently than how I see it. Maybe we're on the same page. Maybe sometimes we're like, how's this situation gonna go? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, thank you. Thank you for that. So at this point, I'm not entirely sure where my streaming journey is going. Because when I work full time, I feel like, oh, I'm part of this simulation of life. And I'm like, what are these people doing outside on the sidewalk? What are all these people doing that aren't working or, sitting at a desk 9 to 5 or longer, But then when I'm making content and I'm not working, I'm like, I feel guilty that I'm not working. And I feel like I should be at work. So if there's a way to continue and actually make content creation an actual source of income for me, that would be cool. But if it's just a hobby for me, then hey, that's also cool if it's just gonna be a hobby for me. Um, yeah. But I feel maybe there's still more things for me to learn, but I can't say more opportunities haven't presented themselves from before I even started streaming because I'm in a better place now than I was originally when I started streaming, and I have met some nice connections and had some wonderful opportunities since before I even know about the whole streaming world existing, if you know what I mean. Because I didn't even know streaming existed 10 years ago, and it would have been different if I was younger. Look at the kitty. We won this in a claw machine and today. So the cat is just like investigating because it's something new. And I can officially say that I won a gaming tournament in Tetris Effect Connected, y'all. It might have been in a lower bracket, but I did actually get a win in a tournament, and I'm happy to be able to brag that I won something in gaming that I can put my name to for like a tournament and stuff. I'll probably eventually make a badge for it. It's been a while. Um, Kitty, why weren't you here the whole time to entertain everyone? Um, yeah, so last year I spent a lot of time improving my Tetris skills with like learning the like DT cannons and setups and triple T spins. So I'm really happy about that. I watched a lot of YouTube tutorials from like Wimble and Underray and other people, and I practice with a lot of people, and I've like become friends with some of these people from the tournament, and they've been lovely and amazing. So like that's another opportunity that like just gaming in general has brought with me. And even like when I was streaming them and I was contacting people about like the stream and stuff and saying like, hey, can I have a picture to put up for the stream, they got like so excited because like some of these people didn't stream at all. They didn't know how to do this off or anything. So like they thought I was really nice and friendly, and I helped ease them into that, and like it made them excited to be able to like see their face up there and see that they competed and stuff. So like they really appreciated that I took the time to do that. um yeah, so let me just see, was there anything else I missed? Because I feel like because I've blown this up so big that I'm missing it. Yeah, all right, so it went across and then it went down to the next page. There's a whole nother page, y'all, bear with me. I had to blow up the text super big so I could actually read it to y'all, because when it was down in size 11 I was like, But yeah, I'll blow it up to size 20 because I'm a grandma. All right, so the rest was like, and if I could if I can learn a triple T spin, I could learn and pursue anything. Inspiration, y'all. This old cat can learn new tricks. So I just wanted to say thank you all so much for being on this journey with me. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for your jokes. Thank you for your advice. Thank you for being yourselves. Thank you for sharing your stories and thank you for caring for me. I love being able to entertain y'all, and I'm so grateful that you come back for more. I am also grateful that you have turned into real friendships, that I made your life better by being in it, even if I'm just someone on the internet, whether I'm in whatever country I'm, whenever, at whatever point in time. You're never under any pressure to be available 24/7 for me, and I try to get around on different social medias, which you all know, because I know a lot of you guys might have Twitch, but then maybe you only have Twitter, or maybe you only have Snapchat, or maybe you only have Discord. So I try to be all around and try to even out my time to get around to stay connected with everyone. Yeah. So if you maybe don't make it to my stream all the time, but like maybe you make it to my YouTube and you like my video and you write a comment, or maybe you just like my tweets and like reply to my tweets, like that's still something that's still actively participating, and I'm still really appreciative of that. So thank you for that. It's the little wins, you know. Might be a little win, but it's a pretty big win to say that, like, hey, I played video games, so people come to watch me play it, people come and join in with me and play it, you know. These are wins. some some people are like, oh, that's so embarrassing, you're such a loser, but like, hey, these are wins. These people wouldn't be brave enough to try this. So I tried something new and I didn't know how it was gonna be received by all of you. And yeah, we're on this journey. We're on a floating rock at the end of the day, you know? We're on a floating rock. Yeah. And at least we can say we have logged where we're at now with the content creator process and see where we're going to be from a year from now, whether that matters, whether I'm still creating or not creating. And it's nice to just have this recap because I've been wanting to do a couple recaps over the years, but things have just like pushed it back, pushed it back, pushed it back. So that's okay. But I genuinely, I genuinely just wanted to say thank you all for your love and your support and, you know, just accepting this journey that we're on together. And yeah, I'm so thankful and I'm forever grateful. And hopefully, hopefully you all will be in my life. If not, I wish you the best, you know, and I hope you guys just come back and touch base and update me with what's going on. Always happy to hear, like, if you've been away from a year because maybe you moved to another country and stuff or whatever. I still love to hear like the things that are going on. You know, thank you for being part of my life. We'll see where this journey goes, but thank you for letting me have this time to just like recap the last, what, like 3 years or so. I think it's been like 3 years. I guess it depends how you count the years. Maybe 4 years, 3, 4 years. Yeah, so thank you, and I hope you like the video, but you don't have to. And if you comment just to say thank you for the video or thank you for whatever, that's awesome too. You don't have to subscribe to my YouTube, but if you do, that's awesome, well appreciated too. And yeah, I can't wait to do another video like this because sometimes with the stream there's just so much going on and I can't always talk to you all how I want to. So it's nice for me to be able to write down my thoughts and then be able to share it with you because I know some of you will want to watch the video and then I'm gonna just post this on the blog and then I'll put the video at the blog for you guys, for any of you that just feel like reading it, which is totally fine because some people like to read it, some people like to watch it, some people just like to listen, and then you have the option. So yeah, I'm happy to do this and I can't wait to do this again. And of course, I would listen to some feedback. And I apologize for talking so fast, especially if English isn't your first language. I apologize. I know I speak really fast in general, and I tried to slow down at the beginning, but I sped it up. So I do apologize. I will work on that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Big Fuzzy Yak right here. I love y'all. Take care.